D is for diet. There's so much confusing information about nutrition. So how do you know what's right? Well, I'm going to share with you kind of the 5 main points about nutrition for gymnasts and how to get things right with them. Okay, so I'm not a registered dietitian, but here's what I've learned over the years from interviewing registered dietitians, speaking with them, from doing my own research on the topic. This is what I've learned. There's 5 main points to keeping our gymnasts healthy and when it's concerned with their diet. Now, when I say diet, I don't mean that they should be on some sort of calorie deficient or specific food group something diet. I just mean the food that they're taking in is their diet, and how do we help them to take in all the right things to support their gymnastics. So number 1 is just kind of total energy consumption. These gymnasts are using a crazy amount of energy throughout their day-to-day lives just for the fact that they're young kids or teenagers, right? They're using energy that way, but also throughout gymnastics takes it way over the top. So we need to make sure that they're getting enough food in. That is the big thing with gymnasts, is that if they can get enough food in, then things are going to go pretty well for them. So in general, what it seems like everything that's recommended would be 3 meals a day and 3 to 4 snacks a day. Now, we could get in the nitty-gritty about when the timing is of that, but mainly the fact is that you're trying to take in so much food that we cannot miss a meal. So no breakfast skipping, right? We got to make sure that we're taking in energy regularly throughout the day. Adult nutrition and youth athletic nutrition could not be more different. So whereas adults may not feel like it's okay to eat past 8 o'clock at night, but your gymnast gets home at 8:30 or 9 o'clock from the gym, it's perfectly fine for them to eat at that time. So we're trying to get 3 meals a day in and 3 to 4 snacks a day in. The second point is that gymnasts use carbohydrates as their main fuel and energy source. Carbohydrates are the fast twitch, the fast digesting energy, and the fast use energy. So carbs are the main source. Our gymnasts aren't doing anything for more than even just a couple of minutes at a time. They take a turn and then they get chalk, and then they take a turn and they pretend to listen to their coach, and then they take a learn, right? And so they're always getting little small breaks in between things, and so that's why carbs are the main fuel source for gymnasts. In fact, maybe even 50 to 60% of their diet should be carbs. That doesn't all have to come from breads and pastas, but you have cereals and rice, and you have things like fruit and veggies that also have carbohydrates in them. So making sure that they get a nice wide variety of carbohydrates, but they are getting carbohydrates and plenty of them for their energy. Third point would be protein. Protein is a significant part of their diet. They are trying to build muscle. They are trying to get stronger. They're all trying to support the cellular functions of their body. And so they do need protein. And it's like 0.5 gram to 1 gram of protein per pound that they weigh. There's an exact science on grams to kilograms, but the easiest for my gymnasts that I see, they mostly deal with grams and pounds. So about 0.5 gram to a full gram of protein per pound that they weigh is about right. We don't want to go less, and there's no research out there to support any more than that. The fourth point is making sure that they are getting some micronutrients. It's not a bad idea, especially if you're in more of a northern part of the US or even in Canada, where maybe you don't get to see as much sunlight throughout the year, to get some testing done on like vitamin D, to get some testing done on calcium, especially if they're not a milk drinker. Making sure that their micronutrients are in check, they have the right amount of electrolytes, so that way they can sweat efficiently and their muscles can perform efficiently. Making sure that they have calcium and vitamin D for good bone growth. Those sorts of things are very important for our gymnasts. And then the last thing would be hydration. Now, you could sit here and talk about how many ounces they need per pound that they weigh, and for every hour of activity, they need to increase for a certain amount of ounces. And yes, there are ways that you can calculate exactly how much they need. However, I found it easier just to look up a color chart for the color of their urination, of their pee, right? And so if you'll just Google pee chart, right, or urination color chart, or whatever you want to do there, it'll give you just like these colors. You can post it on the back of your toilet, and make sure that after they're done going to the bathroom, make sure they check, see if they're hydrated or dehydrated. There's lots of good information online. If you need something, feel free to comment underneath here, and I'll try and find something for you and post a link to that. Okay, but D is for diets. Now, I really do want to leave you with some excellent resources to go with. Again, I am not the end-all be-all with gymnastics nutrition. There are people that are much smarter than me doing some really amazing work in the area. And I would like to give a shout out to Carrie Bair, Kerrybair. She is the Gymnast RD on social medias. And she does some fantastic work. Also, Christina Anderson, she's another registered dietitian that works with gymnasts. They both do a fantastic job. Please look them up. Please ask them for any information that you may need, and they do a wonderful job. All right, so D is for diet. Hopefully we can support our gymnasts and get them healthier and keep them safer by supporting their nutrition. Hey guys, I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, go ahead and give it a like and subscribe to this channel. Feel free to leave any comments below or questions, and I'll be sure to get to them. If you haven't already, go ahead and join our Facebook group. Search the Gymnastics Doc and join the group, where I post live streams and questions, and we do discussion all about keeping your gymnast healthy, happy, and safe. See you soon.